I'm Akhila. Welcome to our service.
Thank you.
Have your seat, please.
Okay.
So your name is Elizabeth, right? All right. So how are you feeling today?
Good.
All right. So how do you feel about the weather and all?
It's too cold and it was raining.
Oh, all right. So how did you reach here?
My friend dropped me here.
Oh, all right. So you didn't drive today?
No.
Yeah. All right. So before going to our sessions, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Akhila and I'm working here as a social service worker. And I'm available here almost 5 days in a week and from 10 to 6. And you can contact me at all these times and also up to 10, and rest of the times I would like to spend with my family, so I won't like attend calls. Does that make sense? All right. So before going to our sessions, I would like to talk about an important term in our counseling sessions, which is confidentiality. So have you ever heard about the term confidentiality? All right. It's a very important term, and it means whatever the things we share or we discuss, it will stay here. It won't go outside. All right. So that means I won't share anything with any others. Right. So this is the confidentiality agreement. Here you need to sign here. And is that okay to sign here? All right. So there's the place you need to sign.
So you won't?
You know. But there are certain exceptions to this case, like if there is any medical requirements or court order, or like if you are trying to harm yourself or others, and if you are vulnerable to a child or an older adult, I need to disclose all this information.
Okay.
All right. So what brought you here today?
Actually, I was in a relationship for almost 1 year. But due to some personal matters, we just broke up. I'm like, it's been only 10 months I'm here, and my boyfriend was with me to travel here. But we
Like to this country or?
Yeah, to this country.
Okay.
But we were in 2 different colleges. So yeah, it was really hard for us to meet each other. Like we just met probably twice or thrice in this 10 months. So like yeah, I was busy with my assignments and all. I just couldn't contact him for some days. Yeah, and he got angry at me. And he just started contacting with his ex-girlfriend.
So like, have you ever met him after your breakup? Like, try to talk to him?
Yeah, I tried a lot, but he just said he just wanted to. Actually, he's got confused with what he wanted to do, whether he wanted to continue with me or with his ex-girlfriend. So,
like, have you discussed with him?
Yeah, I talked
about
with him.
this.
Yeah.
So,
at that time, he told me this. He was so confused, and he made time for that. But I just don't want to. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, I know it's really hard. But I just told him that's why we can stop here.
Okay. So, like, you have a problem with your boyfriend, and like the connection between each other. Like, if you're contacting with him, there is no problem. So lack of contact between like both of you are the problem, right?
Yeah, and this has like immensely affected my studies.
Alright.
I was not doing my assignments properly, and I was unable to concentrate on my studies.
Alright.
I was not at all talking with my friends.
So did you try to like talk to your parents about this, or like did they know about this?
No.
Okay, so you didn't share this to anyone. Alright.
Just
Do you have
a
any
few friends.
like to your best friends, right? Okay, and like whether they gave any suggestions or advice?
Yeah, when I talked with my friend about this, he told me, the decision I took was right because I already have an undergrad. So.
Okay. Alright. So what, like, from your perspective, what do you think? It is better, or that was the worst decision?
When I think about my future, I think that's a good decision.
Okay.
When I'm thinking about my present situation, I think it was the worst one because I'm really struggling hard.
Okay, so in this case, like, I thought like you're struggling to like go back to your like past life, like being a single woman and being strong, right?
Yeah, but
So,
I tried to contact him after that, like almost after 1 month. I tried to contact, but he just blocked me. And he blocked me on WhatsApp,
Okay.
Facebook and all, so I couldn't get him.
alright, so that's the problem. And I think like if you are like if he is not ready to like maintain your relationship, there will be lots of problems, right? And you're like from your talking, I understand like he is having another girlfriend now. So there is I think there is no meaning if you are continuing this relationship. So you need to get rid of from this relationship, and you are like ready to do that. That's a great thing. Like even though you have like the problems, you are struggling with your studies and like the problems in your mind, like there is lots of memories with him, so we need to get rid of that. So if you are spending like you have a friend circle, like a best friends, right? So you can share all this to them, like your friends. And if you're thinking about your profession, you need to study well, right? Like you need to get a better grades in your studies, and you need to be there in a good profession. So you need to focus on that.
Yeah, actually, in my last semester, I have to do my placement. So actually, I was planning to go to his place.
Oh.
And we were planning to stay together, but I don't know what to do next because now I don't have anybody. Like I don't know whether I'm going to move on to that place or stay here.
All right. So you told me that you have a very good best friends. So
Yeah,
you can So you can share with them like if they are planning to move to anywhere, or if they are planning to stay here, you can stay with them. And being independent is very important in our life. So we can move forward with a better place for placement, right? Like you have lots of time to make a decision, if in case of placement or any other decisions, right? If you are having like confusion about your placement, you can talk to your professor, right? Like they think that you need to get a better place for your placement, right? Like an agency or something. So you need to be aware of that. So you need to change your decisions. Like if there is any problems or any difficulties in your life, you need to overcome that. So you need to change that mindset and move forward, right? So what do you think you can get rid of all these struggles? What you can do?
Yeah, I think my friends can bring a positive change in my life. They really do, because they were the only one who stays with me when I was a teenager.
Yeah, having a better like peer support, it's very helpful for like everybody's life. Best friends can change our life.
Yeah.
So you can share everything with your friends because they already know about your situations, but your parents or your family don't know about that.
Actually,
so,
that's the problem. Actually, my family is like forcing me to get married, and I don't wish to.
Oh, okay. Like you are thinking still about your relationship. That's why you are not ready to marry, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you don't want to share this with your parents, you don't need to share it with them. Like if you're sharing it with your parents, maybe that may affect like them. So I think like you can extend that to a little more, like the marriage, by saying about your studies, and like 3 or 6 months will help you to get rid of all these problems, like better counseling maybe. And like is there any like specific interest or strength you have?
Yeah, I like to spend time with my friends. I love that.
Alright, so this is a better strength like in your life, being more engaged with them, and like engaging more in more activities, like spending time with them and having fun talks with them and enjoying the trips. I think as a girl you like to go for shoppings and or like going for malls and enjoying a life with them. It will be a better thing, like to eradicate your like negative mindset or the negative things, and being engaged with all the people, not the friends. And because if we are sitting alone and thinking about all these problems, it will not like help you to solve your problems. So you need to like forget about all these things and start a new life. So the best thing I found in you is that you are like willing to change your mind. That's a better thing. So you need to find out better activities to forget about all this past and start a new life, right? So the better thing, you spend your time with your friends and being more talkative to your parents, and try to share with all the things with them. I'm not compelling you to share your past or all these problems with your parents, but like try to start your the things share with your parents.
Yeah, at some point, I just wish if I could forget him. I just want to get rid of the situation, but like there are some situations in life when I got remember about him, like maybe even a particular thing, the gift he gifted me, or if some songs and all.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, like we used to hear together.
Okay, so at that times you can change your activities. Like if you are feeling angry, you can try like small things. If you are remembering about the gift, like you can think about another gift which is more valuable to you, like which was given to the like given by, all right. Okay, so like I think now you think your best friends are the better valuable things in your life, right? So you can think about the gifts given by them, or otherwise like your family or your parents. Okay, they have given you lots of advices or lots of gifts to them, so you can think of that situation, right? So I know if we have a boyfriend, we always think about like the most valuable thing in our life is like our better half, right? So at this situation we need to remember the best one thing, that is like be born and brought up with our parents, right? So we don't need to like forget about them. So you can think about them. If they know about all these problems, like how much they will worry about you. So you can think about your parents. That's a better thing you can use in your life when you feel like sad or distressed or depressed. So you need to remember the best thing in your life, that is your education, like your career. So you need to be a better professional by your course. And which course do you?
Social.
Oh, all right. So you need to be like more like a strengthful person in your life. Yeah. So you the emotions by your clients or like the personal things, it will not like you should not remember in your mind. So you need to be more like strong in your life. So yeah. So I think sharing everything with your parents and being more engaged with your friends can make a bigger change in your life.
Yeah.
So that's all for today. And for the next sessions, like we can talk more about, like we can go more deeper into your problems, and we can check all the aspects in your life and find out more solutions. And I need to check like whether you are doing the things like sharing everything with your parents and being more engaged in your life. So we can check whether it works or not. Otherwise, we can go for other ideas.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Yeah. So that's all for today. And nice meeting with
Yeah,
you.
me too, because like talking with this man, that was really nice. Because I got some relief from my situation, from struggles and all. Yeah, I feel comfortable. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a better thing, and it's nice to hear for me. And nice meeting with you. And we can meet almost, I think, next week.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Where I can get the appointment address?
Yeah, at the reception. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.